Often, it can seem like your biggest challenge to work smarter is always out there. It's them, it's they. Well, actually, what we need to focus on is what's in your control and what's not. Let's focus on your control of you. I'd like you to make a list for personal self-discovery. Courage to work smarter begins with truly understanding what's causing you to work so hard instead of smart. Let's make that list. I'd like you to focus on everyday activities, phone calls, meetings, emails, and put all of those things, all of those to-dos in 2 columns. On the left, let's call that column little to no courage. On the right, the other column will be big courage. Now, a little to no courage item might be, let's say you get a phone call and say, yeah, I can do that task, no problem. That's a little to no courage item. Big courage might be, let's say you're speaking in a meeting and you need to speak up when you're disagreeing with your boss. For many, that might be tough. Put that one under the big courage column. Now, after we have everything listed, let's review your big courage to-dos, all those things that you found tough to do. What I've found is usually as you study everything in that column, there are going to be 2 driving forces behind each of those things. One is going to be fear, the other is perception. On fear, we're concerned about, will that have a bad consequence if I do that thing? On perception, it's usually the need to look good or not be perceived poorly. I'd like you to dig deeper into each of those. Be ruthlessly honest with yourself as you look at whether it was fear or your perception that was driving each of those. What I think you'll find is the 80-20 rule applies here. 20% of our fears or concerns are rational, real or important. I might get fired, or a customer might get hurt, or there might be a safety issue. Those are about 20% of what's in your big courage items. But then there's the other 80%. And what causes those to be courageous moments are what we impose on the situation. Our self-image, how we would like to be perceived, even if the culture of the company or my manager doesn't impose that on us. Ideally, I would like you to realize that you need to stop imposing unnecessary fear or concerns on up to 80% of your big courage to-dos. But if you're like most people, that ain't going to happen based on just this video. Those are really hard to lose. So instead, what I'd like you to do is just pick 1 to 3 of your big courage to-dos and try taking them on a one-time basis. Just tell yourself, for today, I'm only going to temporarily change and have temporary courage. Just do 1 to 3 of those items temporarily and then see what happens. People who do this simple exercise gain back an average of 1 to 5 hours in their first week. They realized they were fretting unnecessarily. They could quickly do something. 1 to 5 hours of not doing stupid work instead of working smarter. That is a great return. Try it. You will see. You'll be working smarter in no time. You can do this. Tackle 1 to 3 of what you're thinking are big courage items on a temporary basis, and you will find amazing results quickly, and that will give the belief you need in yourself. I believe you can do it. You need to believe that too. Go to it.